All right. Hey. Hello. Hello, live stream. This is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO. And I couldn't wait for Webinar Wednesday. So I'm going to bring to you some content today. And it was Decluttered Life. Welcome. And so, hey, Arlene, how are you? Long time no hear from. This is actually going to be a very interesting Pamela Stone. That's why I was like, Declare Life. Like, I recognized it. I appreciate you telling me your name. I appreciate that. So welcome, Pamela. I think you caught the live in the actual Profit Producers group. So welcome. I appreciate it if you guys share. This is actually going to be a very controversial scope and broadcast, just basically because several people have their differences on whether you should live stream or you should conduct a webinar. So hey, Shana, hey, Jawanda, thank you for inviting your followers, Pamela. I really do appreciate it. So good afternoon. Hi, Jay Lee. So my name is DeKesha Williams, the virtual COO. And if this is the first time that you are hearing the sound of my voice, I help six-figure entrepreneurs build an infrastructure and implement systems in their business so that they can scale their business. And recently, I have started to work with 4- and 5-figure businesses so that they can implement those same strategies so that they too can become aspiring, if not 6-figure businesses. So one of the things that I say is that, I want you guys to remember me. I'm just that chick that lost the same job twice, building a successful business, and I can be present for both of my children. Hey, Connie, what's up? Welcome. So, good answer. So live streams or webinars, which do you prefer? So I'd love to get your feedback for those that are joining on either the Profit Producer Charlene Day. What's up? How you doing, sweetheart? So hey, Connie, I see you doing your thing. Let me know how I can help with the RVA event. I saw that you were looking for some items. So if there's anything I can do here in, being in Richmond, let me know. So awesome. So yeah, so I'm getting a lot of both. I'm getting a lot of live stream. Anyone else that's participating that may be watching? Which do you prefer, live stream or webinars? And actually, why? Good question. Why? Why do you prefer the one that you've chosen? Welcome, Sakoni. So I do have about 6 pros and cons for each aspect. Connie says live stream. So why do you prefer live stream over webinars? Zoom for webinars and live stream for live seminars. Fantastic. So let me give you my perspective on live stream or webinars. Now, I actually utilize both. Welcome, Frank. And I actually utilize both. If you've known me or if you follow any of my trainings, you know that I utilize both. And I'm going to explain to you why I use both. Now, at the end of the day, it's quicker for me. I love the interactiveness and the share ability to bring others on. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Let me close out one of these systems. I like the live feed. So a lot of people like the interaction for the live stream. Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about whichever is most effective at the time. Webinars make more residual though, I think. Great answer, Pamela. Love that. So let's kind of go through. I'm just going to kind of go through and give you what my perspective is, my 2 cents. This is kind of where I see both of them, and I use both of them. So at the end of the day, it really depends on what your end result, right? What your purpose is going to be, okay? So with live streaming, you actually get more visibility. If you don't necessarily have a tribe, you get. My conference will be live and pay-per-view using live stream connecting to this platform. Okay, awesome. Set up, manage, pay per clean. Never heard of clean. Cool. All right, so, but yeah, so let's talk about live stream, right? Live stream allows you to just kind of get on when you feel like it, wherever you are in that moment. Hi, Dr. Donna. Thank you for joining. And you can kind of, share your information. You can get behind the scenes of whatever it is that you're doing. And you can interact with individuals. Hi, Donna. Hi, Dr. Donna. You can have a conversation, right? They can share it out and invite more of their tribe. Or it's hard to find good quality webinars without hard sales. Find more value from live streaming. That's a great point. So, however, with live streaming versus webinars, with webinars, you have a more segmented audience. Does that make sense? So with webinars, they're actually participating in the webinar because they want the information that you're sharing on that platform, right? So there's going to be a more segmented audience with a webinar. Live stream, my cousin can jump on, my aunt, my dad, my kids, anybody could literally jump on my live stream. I have, like right now, you are wanting interaction, so live now is working for you. Absolutely, right. I'm asking questions, and I want your feedback, so live stream works. Live stream does not have trolls. I like that. Live stream does not have trolls. However, I can go back with my webinar and actually reach out to them, and webinars not always deliver what they promise. Okay, that's a good feedback. I can't think of the word I want to use, but yeah. So hi, Chastity. So anyone, one of the things with Facebook, Periscope, not so much. I think my Periscope following is more so business related. So I'm going to get a lot more business interaction on Periscope. Facebook, there's a lot of mixture. You've got business, you've got family, you've got friends, you've got high school, you have college. At any given point, anyone can jump in and participate on the Facebook end of it. So it's not really a segmented audience. So the other perspective is, would you rather have a list of 10,000 people just, from random audience, or would you rather have 500 people on your list that are prospective buyers and truly have an interest in what you do? And that's kind of how I look at the webinars versus live stream. I'd rather have a very segmented list or a very segmented audience. Now, if your purpose is to build visibility for your brand, then live streaming is the way to go. Like if you just want to get, my hair look all wild. I look like a little wild woman. But if you just want to build Charlene Day buyers, yes. So if you just want to build awareness for your brand, if you want to get a quick message out for your brand, live streaming may be the best platform. And so, yes, to your point that if you want to sell, absolutely. If you want to sell, I personally, I typically like my audience to be in a secluded area, which is why the webinar platform. I do not suggest, and this, to each his own, I do not suggest selling from a live stream. Chastity said live stream is is better personally. Absolutely. And so people get to see, the real me, kind of like, at any given time, you all know my kids might walk in, my son's riding his bicycle, it's the summertime, my daughter, she's already in there watching Netflix, she turned it down, so, so, you never know what you're going to get on a live stream. Anything can happen. I think I did one 2 weeks ago, and my neighbor walked up and gave me like a towel that his brother used, so it's live, right? So Connie, I saw your comment. You said that your stuff is just for visibility. Absolutely. So at the end of the day, you have to determine what your purpose is. And some people want to share like 45 minutes, hour, 2-hour content versus, via live stream. That just ain't for me. I'll come in, I'll share some nuggets, and things like that. Then I'm out. Deuces, right? If you want to actually get, dive deeper down into the content that I share, I do that on my webinars. Reach out to me later. I can tell you more about Kling. Cool. Webinars equals buyer. I love the realness of live stream, and it's fun for behind the scenes. Absolutely. And that's the thing about it, Connie. A lot of people, I agree, it all depends on the audience. Yes. So, a lot of times with the live stream, like I said, you never know where you're going to get. You never know who's going to walk in. You never know if the phone's going to ring. I mean, anything can happen. It's live. So it's fun. And if people are not interested, they won't stay or spend time on live stream. Live can go as deep as. So, I mean, it all depends on the user. It's just not for me, I don't necessarily sell on live stream. It's a platform to create visibility, awareness, and share content. That's about it. I will share, like a free gift or something like that on live stream. But I'm not going to be shouting out my products and, my services on live stream. Just not DeKesha, all right? One of the things, too, the second thing with live stream that I have to say is that it does not allow for registration. So if you're not into like building your list or generating the list, I love this. Reach out to me about it because I know I can find a place for your awesomeness. Sweet, I sure will. Thank you, sweetheart. Thanks for jumping on as well. But yeah, so live stream does not allow for you to build your list. Now, if building your list is not an area of, I'm great, thank you, is not an area of focus for you, then live streaming is the way to go. Go for it. Hey, Helena, thanks for joining. And so if you're looking to build your list, then, webinars are going to be, hi, Shantae. Hi, Shantae Scott. Hey, it is. It's DeKesha, your virtual COO. What's up? So yeah, so talking to my second point about building your list. A lot of times you hear me speak about the 5 pillars, right? The first pillars are prospects and platforms. So if you're looking for prospects, 9 times out of 10, oh my Lord Jesus, from John B. Carey. Oh, that's elementary school. Oh, Shantae Hudson. Hey, girl, what's up? Yeah, so yes, how are you? But to speak to my second point of building your list, right? Live stream versus webinars. Webinars allows you to build your list. You can collect information. You can get a very segmented list and be able to get in contact with people. Everybody has their own preferences, right? With live stream, people don't have to register. They just get on and hey, I'm here, right? That's what y'all are doing. And so, all right, got some trolls over here. But yeah, so that's one of the second points is no registration, lack of building a list. Anybody can join in, which is absolutely, I have no problem with it. But again, it depends on what the end results are going to be. And so webinars, you can have your registered guests. All right, so to the second or third point, you can actually give away a free gift. I typically give away a free gift on live stream, which helps me build my list, right? So I might have the users or the viewers, I might have them to text in to a number to get a free gift. Don't have one today, sorry. This is not what that was for. This is just sharing, this question came to me in the Profit Producers group. DeKesha, would you recommend live streaming or versus a webinar? So I wanted to share with everyone, especially for those, hey Elaine, how are you? Especially for those that are participating in the webinar challenge. They're going to be doing 4 webinars over the next 4 weeks. So a lot of times we try to take the easy route and let's just do a live stream and get, 100 views or 200 views. That's great. But at the end of the day, if nobody, purchases, you still don't have any follow-up process, okay? So keep that in mind. Even though you do have the ability to give away a gift, all right? The next point that I want to make with live stream, when is the challenge? The challenge just started. So I'll post it. I'll post the link on Facebook, Elaine. I'll tag you so that you can join the webinar challenge, all right? It's going to be awesome. We're having some fun. So this is literally the day 2 training for webinars. Yesterday I did the training in the Profit Producers group, but this will be in there so that they can see it as well. With live streaming, there is no promotion necessary. You just jump on, you start sharing your content, right? Share it out, and like I can invite people if I want to. Matter of fact, let's see. I haven't invited anybody. There you go. So I can invite people. You guys can invite some people. You guys can share it out, right? Thank you for all of the hearts, Elaine. Yes. With webinars, I typically say that you should have a 7 to 14 day promotion period. 7 to 14 day promotion period. 7 today, 14 days, 7 being the minimum for your webinars, okay? Live stream, you get on, doesn't necessarily have to be a specific promotion period. Some people get on every day at the same time. That's perfect. It's consistency. We've already talked about the fact that live stream is not for selling in my book. Let me repeat that. In my perspective, live streaming is not for selling. I've seen people do it. Again, it depends on your audience. It depends on your tribe. Okay. What was I going to say? Webinars, people are already expecting to kind of be sold or offered to be at the end. So they already have the mindset of, this person is giving me great content and they're going to offer an opportunity to work with me at the end. So they're already positioned. Thank you for inviting followers, Elaine. They're already positioned to be ready to go to the next level and work with you. So these, again, just my perspective on it. With the live stream, here's a great point. Hi, Tony. One of the great points of live streaming, get this, you can't automate the live stream. You cannot automate your live stream. I can set my webinar up and I can it's already set up. I already have a webinar set up in an automation series. Your live stream, if you want to go live and you want to do it in the spirit of the moment, that's not automated, right? So you're not really going to have that same interaction unless you replay a live stream. But you cannot automate a live stream. A live stream cannot be put in a sequence. You can take the video recording from a live stream and put it in a sequence, but you are not going to be able to put a sequence together with a live stream. Make sense? How you doing, M. Donovan? Does that make sense? Just want to make sure we're on the same page. Hey, Denise, how are you? So for me, being a person that wants to be present with my kids, want to be able to have passive income coming in while I'm at, hey, Shantae, while I'm at football practice, while I'm at a gymnastics meet, whatever, I like for Stripe to go off and let me know that I've had a sale from a sequence that I have set up. I can't necessarily put a live stream in that sequence that I'm selling from. Whereas I have 3 webinars that are currently set up in an automation series based on a particular software that I use, right? So that's one of the reasons why I absolutely, love the webinars. If I'm sharing a deep dive content and I'm going to offer an opportunity for you to work with me, I'm going to do that from a webinar platform. And that's one of the reasons why I push the challenge, so that individuals that are having a hard time growing their list, building their business, generating revenue, getting a segmented list, webinars are going to be the thing for you. I typically use live stream to create awareness, like all of you guys have joined. I don't know if everybody shared on Facebook. But you joined. That's what I get for picking. That's what I get for picking on y'all, because y'all ain't share on Facebook. But all right. So the last piece that I wanted to share, yes, I do have my notes because I have to make sure that I stay on topic, is live stream takes 100% of my labor and effort. I literally have to be here in conversation with you all. Thanks, Denise, for sharing. So again, it takes 100% of labor, right? And so I cannot automate the process. With a webinar series, I've been able to generate revenue on automation. Absolutely love it. And so I'm still tweaking the automation sequence, but those are your pros and cons against webinars. I just gave it a new name. Hi, morning, miss. How are you? Those are your pros and cons in regards to live stream or webinars. So I say use both. utilize live streaming once a week, 3 times a week. Some people do every single day. As many as you need to create the awareness about your brand, okay? Some people say use it from your business page. I typically use mine from my personal page, and it streams to my groups that I have, and it streams to my business page utilizing a service called Live Leap. You probably can see that. Now, I usually do about 20 minutes on a live stream. In my webinars, I'm deep diving into my content. For an example, we're going to be talking about, the 5 non-negotiable automation strategies that you should be using in your business. We're doing that tomorrow, 8 o'clock. I'll share with you how you can register for that. So any other, perspectives on live streaming versus webinars, any questions that anyone have while I'm still here? As you know, this is what I do. I've studied several webinar platforms, and I know I've been in conversation with a lot of individuals about Zoom. Zoom does webinars. Zoom webinars streams to Facebook. It streams, to YouTube, which is fantastic. However, those individuals that are watching your webinar from Zoom online, they're not on your list. So if that video disappears on Facebook, you don't own it unless you download it. With the webinar platform, I actually own that platform. It's mine. It's not going anywhere unless something messes up on my on my website. Make sense? So if there's no questions, I'll give you just a second. I know that sometimes there's a delay. Any questions of live streams versus webinars? So shout out to, welcome, First Day on Periscope. Welcome. All right, First Day on Periscope. So thank you for joining, Shantae. Yes, we definitely have to get in, stay in touch. Thank you for joining, Joss, Tony. I see some hearts coming in. No questions, no questions. Make sure that you share this out. And I will share out how to join the webinar challenge as well. So with no questions, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. This is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO, and I'll be back tomorrow for Webinar Wednesday. I appreciate y'all joining.